Yeah. Oh, sorry about that production, man. welcome, people. This camera is not what I want it to be. I need to. Oh my God, this is crazy. This is crazy. Big up to man them in the building. Big up to man. Oh my God, why is it so dark? What's going on today? I have my fedora. I have my cigar. We are about to celebrate. Welcome to Quincy Bowl TV. I hope you guys could hear me. Big up to man them in the building. I don't know what's going on out here today. Everything is not working. Can you guys hear me? If you could hear me, give me a thumbs up, man. Give me a thumbs up if you could hear me, because my thing is messing up. Big up to all of you guys. Thank you. Big up to Double L. I see you in the building. He's like, big up, Kwesi. Happy Isak Day. Gay, he will be a red. And then the late move for Morgan Rogers I spoke about weeks ago is looking more real. I told you, man. I told you my sources said everything was going to be okay. Didn't I tell you guys everything was going to be okay? And now look at it. Rival fans are shaking in their wigs. So many good things are happening to Liverpool right now. Let me take this thing off. I don't know why this thing has me. So the lightning is weak. But big up to all of you guys, man. Big up. Thank you for coming in. Please share, subscribe, and like. Thank you for all of you guys who showed up and support us during the call-in show. Scusi, let me do some house cleaning real quick. Yes, people, get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the subs up. Today is just a celebratory show. We just gonna celebrate. I mean, what else should we say anymore? Big up to Rasta Crab. Where are you at? I need to send you the link. You need to be in front of the class today. Where are you at, Rasta? Where are you at? I need to send you the link today. Rasta, I need you to... Where? Rasta is in the building. We need Rasta in front of the class. CJ, big up to CJ, man. Good to see you. Where is your other buddy? Your other what do you call it? Your burner account. Badro. Where's Badro at? Somebody call Badro in the front of the class, people. CJ said, where's the negativity? No, Rasta is not going to be negative today. He knows. He can. No. Big up to all of you guys. Big up to Rasta being in the building. Yes. Thank you for all you guys. Man, today we just relaxing. We chilling. You know what I mean? Today we just chilling. We just going to sit back and listen to all the rival tears, and then we're going to comment on all the rival tears. You know what I mean? I'm going to be at the next Friday Night Live show. So that one, it's coming. Big up to you guys, man. Big up. Yes, you guys. It's been a long summer. Liverpool have done it. Isak is a red. I'm sure you guys have probably seen it on all the spaces that he is doing his medical right now. And we know everything is going to be fine. 125 mil. A lot of people were talking 150. So basically, Liverpool added an extra 15 million on what they initially bid, which was 110. And now we got our guy. What are all these people saying now? The gay thing, no, it's going to happen. Right now, Crystal Palace, the manager, Glasner. I told you that Parrish was useless. And now he's scared that he could possibly lose him to Bayer Leverkusen because what's the name? Bayern Leverkusen just fired Ten Hag. You know what I mean? They just fired Ten Hag. So Glasner, Paris should have been taking care of Glasner before now. You should have gotten him a center back before now. Do not wait. And they waited and they waited and waited. Now he's petrified that he might lose him to Bayer Leverkusen. That is not our fault. Now, Glasner also have to look at it this way. You could possibly lose 35 to 40 million if Liverpool don't sign Gay. So they put themselves in a hard place. You know, they say talking about a rock and a hard place. This is where we tell people, don't try to fight with the big boys. Just because you win a couple of trophies, all of a sudden you think, yeah, we are also the big boys. No, we're not. There's levels to this. There is level to this. And now look at that. Right? Now, Glasner is probably looking at Bayern Leverkusen. Leverkusen is in the Champions League. And this Ten Hag, man, he needs to stop coaching because at this point, Manchester United have destroyed this guy. And that's the same thing that goes with the players. Any player that goes to Manchester United ends up being poor. I mean, Carl, where's Carl? Carl, I know you were in the building. Carl was out here feeling sorry for them. This is the club he was feeling sorry. Every time anybody goes over there, they come back being doo-doo. Now look at Erik ten Hag. Erik ten Hag was okay when he was at what's that place? In the Eredivisie league with Ajax. Now he goes 2 games. After 2 games, he's fired. After 2 games, this guy is fired. So Crystal Palace right now are very, 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 very worried that Glasner might move to Germany. But that's not our fault. We are just the money bank. We are the bank. We just say, hey, this is what we want. Do you want to sell? Yes. Here's your money. CJ is saying Tottenham signing Muani. That's a good sell. That's a good option for them. And the attack, I believe. That's a good pickup for them. He said it was 150 million euros. We don't care. We told them, regardless of the money, we had the cash. I told you we have always had the money in a briefcase sitting at the lobby, waiting for them to say, we're ready to make a deal. And we just showed up with the money. Cash. 125 solid. No add-ons, nothing. Take the money. Now, whatever they got Witzer now. Good for them. They got Witzer. Yeah, tell him, CJ. It don't matter. I don't see Morgan Rogers happening to Elliott going to Villa. And I can see, sorry. I can see Morgan Rogers happening too. Elliott going to Villa, and we will assign Rogers to replace Elliott and help. Oh, the PSR. Yeah, they are in trouble with their PSR. That's why they're getting on loan. Yeah, man. Rasta, what are you saying? He said, let's all show love to Harvey. Thanks for the memories. Facts. Big up to Harvey, man. Big up to Harvey. I see interested weeks ago, and today the puzzle is shaping. No, it's I love Rogers. I love Rogers. I think he is a player that helped Villa a lot last season. His attack is very, very good. He is solid when he moves with the ball. So if he comes to Liverpool, squad option, man, we cooking. Him coming off the bench or even starting certain games and Vert coming off the bench. That I'm telling you, man, Liverpool right now, we saw what we did to Mandem yesterday. We're gonna talk about it. You guys saw what we did to Mandem yesterday, right? They came in with their chest up and we deflated that fake head. Oof, I almost cursed. Lord forgive me. I hear we got some surprise winger coming. I don't think it's a winger. I think it's more in the lineup of Rogers. That's what I believe. Someone good says sacked after 2 games. Bro, it's cold-blooded, man. That is the newest low. I've never seen a coach being sacked after 2 games. Have you guys ever seen that before? People in the chat, please hit the like button as you are here. Let's get the likes up, people. Let's get the likes up. He said, we will see. I trust myself and sources that the ones are listed to have been right. about every single so far. Now, welcome, Double Lion. Welcome. Shout out to your sources too. Oh, we got Red Miranda in the building. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Think another attacker incoming. I think we might need one. CJ said he won Wharton. I think what's the name must have sent you, huh? Anfield Irishman must have sent you. We get Rogers, bro. I'm gonna wow out. Myself too. I mean, we have a lot of time, and people are worried about there's not enough time to do this business. There's always time to do this business. It's annoying that they wait till the end, the last day to do most of this business. It's just having an agreement between two parties, right? The money, the paperwork can always go after the transfer window. So that's why all summer is like people always taking their time and dragging it on. But it's the deal. All it needs is like me, Rasta, trying to make a deal. I say, Rasta say I want this. I say, okay, cool, done. It's usually they end up agreeing on the fee. Yeah, sometimes some people like to drag it on because it makes it easy for what they call it, negotiation, but it makes no sense. Usually makes no sense. It takes a few minutes to agree on the deal. The paperwork are always usually done. These days, we don't have faxes anymore. It's usually emails. They send it via email. So I don't get why people always think that you can make deals. He said, we're going to get Baliba next season, not Warden. See, you and I, Rasta, now we agree. We agree. Let me chat up with my sources and see that's where things are going. But I can see that happening. If yesterday, people, if you haven't got a chance, watch the match reaction at Ant's channel. I was there. Ant, big up yourself. And I think that it could happen. It could happen because the way things are shaping up in the Liverpool squad, certain players might be left out. It's time, I won't say left out. We are transitioning to a new level. And that transition might have some players, even good, very, very good players, might not be part of the future. As sad as it is, where we going, I think some players might not be with us in the future. You know what I mean? So I can see Baliba being an option for us. It's big. Like Liverpool right now, you know, even the owner came in at the beginning of the summer and said we acting like big boys because that's where we are now. So things are going to be popping up very, 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 very soon. You guys going to be seeing that, yeah, now any player that's available, it's coming. If Liverpool say we want you, you coming. Yeah, we see Badro is in the building. Rasta Crab's order burner account. Welcome back. Thank you. Make sure you hit the like button. He said, big up. Finally, the dream come true. We told you it was going to come true. You stress yourself for no apparent reason. No apparent reason you stress yourself for. You and Rasta Crab have to come to the front of the class. Baliba is a monster. That's what we need. Wharton is more of a grab type. I agree. He said we need to keep Gomez. I hope we do because Gomez can help us in so many different ways. He looks fit. Yesterday when he came on the field, he looks really, really, really fit. Everybody's, I hope he doesn't get injured, but he looked really fit. He said, haha, you said that now. Will you say that if we didn't sign him? Who are you talking about? I've told you that we were going to sign him. It was people who didn't believe me. That's not my fault. I didn't say don't believe me. I knew we were going to sign him. We're keeping Gomez. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I think we should keep him. Personally, I think we should keep him. He's a very, 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 very good option coming off the bench. Keep people rested. We need to have players who rest, man. This is going to be a busy, busy season. A busy, busy, busy season. Yeah, man. So right now with Liverpool, Irishman is in the building. He said Wharton is nothing like Grab, by the way. People want to argue about names. He said irrelevant as long as they are no six with the right profile. He said, question, when the Frimpong comes back, do we take Dom off right back? I think so. I think we will. But I think right now, because I don't see us getting another winger. So Frimpong becomes an option with Salah, right? Remember, also in Christmas, after Christmas, Salah is going to AFCON. Right now, let's be honest, Salah has not been playing well. So when it's time for the manager to give Salah a break, Frimpong is that option. Bradley is coming back, right? It's good that he didn't force Bradley into the match yesterday, give him time to acclimatize. Next match is Burnley. That's the good match for people like Bradley, Frimpong to get a run and start into the season, right? I don't want to disrespect any other team, but the teams that we're going to play are not as hard as the first three that we played already. So the next 2 or 3 matches are decent. I think Manchester United is the 6th one that we're going to play. So, and it's at Anfield. So that gives time for the manager. And also there is a Carabao Cup in between. So players will get time to acclimatize to the team. So I think we are in good shape right now. Szoboszlai is just a baller. I think Szoboszlai is there for, those heavy games where we're like, okay, let's put him there. You know what I mean? So I don't think we're going to be putting Szoboszlai at right back every single match. I think he's just there. We needed somebody, and then he stepped up. And the way he was playing the right back, you know what? I have never been a big fan of the inverted right back stuff, but he is probably the best inverted fullback I've seen since Pep and Klopp started this nonsense of inverted stuff. Like yesterday, at one point, he was in the number 10. I'm like, how fast the speed he got there and then track back was just like, yo, this guy is a monster. You know what I mean? He's a monster. And then when you watch how good he was, Konate also was relaxed. That's why Konate was playing so well, because now Konate is like, yo, I don't have good fullbacks. Now I don't need to be in certain places that he doesn't need to be at, right? So I think Frimpong is bringing us something different. So now Liverpool has so many options. We can hit you with so many different options that, teams will not be able to practice for or train for, because all of them are different. So Szoboszlai is different from Frimpong. Frimpong is different from Bradley. And Bradley is also a whole different monster. If we keep Joey also comes in, he bringing a steal right there, whether he's playing on the right or on the left. And also we need to give love to Kirkus. Kirkus have shown why he came to Liverpool. You see how strong he was yesterday. He was focused, no mistakes. I didn't see any mistakes on Kirkus' side. You see what I mean? So great question, Rasta. But I think Szoboszlai is still the baller on the team, where he's like the new Milner now. When you need him, he steps up. He said, Bradley holding pin, he ain't starting over Dom. I mean, I don't think we're going to force him, but Bradley needs to step up. I'm sorry. I don't care what people who are Bradley fans or not, but he needs to step up. He needs to start playing more mature football. Like when he came to Newcastle, he wasn't ready. I think the manager should have played Joey instead. But Bradley needs to understand that you can make silly mistakes and still be on the squad. This manager does not have emotions like Klopp used to do. Klopp will play you out of your bad form. This one he won't. The only one he did is Konate, and that was a shock to a lot of people, right? So I'm sorry, Bradley fans. Bradley needs to really, really step up. And the player who have stepped up actually playing mature football right now is Curtis Jones. Big up to Curtis Jones. I'm very happy for that guy, man. He is playing very, very mature, no nonsense. He's not acting around. He comes in, do exactly what the manager tells him to do. Like yesterday, what he did to Arsenal was on point. He got the ball, cooled the ball down, and circulated around and just laid off. That is what we're talking about. We are not looking for players to do things that will make the fans, no. That's not what we're looking for. We are there to do specific jobs. And Curtis Jones is maturing right in front of our eyes. I'm sorry, Irishman. If Curtis Jones keep playing the way he's playing, Liverpool's not going after Wharton. I'm sorry. Then Baliba becomes that option, because you will need that monster that can be there when Gravenberch bombs forward. The one who could track back when we are being hit with a counter-attack. I don't think Wharton can do that, because we are going to be on the front foot a lot, and we are going to get caught on the counter-attack a lot. You need somebody who could come back and support the center-backs. And Baliba is that option. And the style that Curtis Jones is playing right now, I'm just saying, he is playing very, very well. Salah's still warming up. Trust me, he will heat up. He cannot be 100% from day one and end of the season anymore. Let us respect the effort and age. No, we respect our elders, man. We respect our elders. You know that. It says CJ Dominic Gerrard. Hey, big up to Realism. He's in the building. That's why, thank God, fans are not in charge of. You are always going after the fans. 90% of our fan base only wanted Darwin gone and replace and Trent, and will retain the PL. When Frimpong comes back, then Don moves. I agree. Frimpong is taking his position back. Frimpong needs to earn his spot above Bradley, so Bradley start. No, Frimpong right now is ahead of Bradley. Frimpong is way ahead of Bradley right now. Right now, Virgil and Sobo are players so far down moving. Yeah. Virgil, right now, Virgil has this brother. The older he gets, he's aging like fine wine. The older he gets, the better he keeps getting. Everybody say, oh, Virgil's going to fall off. Virgil's going to fall off. Did you see the clinic? Like these 3 games he's played, people are not paying attention. They expect him to do the old. No. Virgil is on a whole different level right now. Big up to all of you in the building. Please hit that like button. Please do so. Please do so. Thank you, Rasta. Big up Kirkers, man. This is how we want him. Bro, if Kirkers keep playing the way he's playing, Robo is going to be the... Robo is our new captain, right? Our new co-captain. And he might not see a lot of game time if Kirkers keep playing the way he's playing. I'm just saying. This guy said Bradley earned his place before Frimpong. Bradley earned his place last season. We are in a whole different season, brother. We are in a whole different season. We don't do last stuff. Yeah, this is where we tell people, get your emotion out of this. This manager does not care what you did last season. If he cared, Kwanzaa would have still been on the squad. At this point, Liverpool is moving forward. You know what I mean? Yeah, so let's, before we continue, let's talk about the match yesterday. What do you guys literally think about the match yesterday? A lot of people did not understand the mission. This is another mission that a lot of fan base don't understand, especially rival fan base. They literally think Arsenal was in the game. Well, let's be honest. Arsenal had majority of the game the first half, right? But a lot of people were like, yo, Liverpool did not play well. But look at the stats. People, this is the thing. People need to pay attention to the game instead of just watching it like, oh, wow, Arsenal. No. So, yesterday, Arsenal, first half, possession. Arsenal has 51%. Liverpool has 49%. Shots, Arsenal had 6, Liverpool had 2. Okay. Shot on target. Remember, they had shots, 6, right? 1 was on target. Liverpool, 2 shots, 0 on target. Duels won. Arsenal, 52%, Liverpool, 48%. Corners, they had a gang of corners, like 5%, right? If you get a stat like that, you're thinking this game is almost balanced. Yeah, they have a lot of shots. Their shot could be a whole crazy bunch of shots. But only out of those 6 shots that they had, only 1 of them was in there. So I'm saying the first half, they did not have control of the game. They were on an ascendancy. And this is the power people need to remember. We did the same thing to Chelsea. We did exactly the same thing to Chelsea last season. We did the same thing to City when we went to the Etihad. Right? When Liverpool decided to slow the game down, eliminate errors, and then tell them, okay, break us down. Now, yes, Arsenal did play well in the first half, where they made it very hard for Liverpool midfielders to take control of the game. Right? They made it very hard for Liverpool to take control of the game. But in the second half, we started to wind them down. And if you watch the game in the 60th minute, you started seeing Arsenal backing down because now they realize that, whoa, we can't break them down. We cannot break them down. That's why he brought in Odegaard, and that's why he brought in Eze, because they were like those players that can create chances in between the lines, right? But still, it looked like they were doing something, but they were not doing anything. And then Liverpool took over. Did you guys know at one point Liverpool had 73% of the ball? Yes, the goal that Szoboszlai scored, it's a banger, it's magic. No doubt about it. However, I think Liverpool would have scored regardless. And we did score, but they called it back, right? It was offside. So, hey, that's why it is. But Liverpool was in control of this game. I think we were going to win. It would have been a hard draw, and I think it would have hurt us more if we have drawn the match, especially the way we were playing the second half, and especially the way we shut them down. This is a mature football. Sometimes when people watch football, they expect like a team like Liverpool to always have the ball and attack. It doesn't work like that. Now you have to be able to control the game by giving the opposition the ball and say, okay, you go ahead. Because not everybody can play like Pep Guardiola. You know what I mean? Pep Guardiola had a squad that would dominate, and not many teams can do that. So the way Liverpool played yesterday, it was just masterful. That's how a champion plays, right? That's how a champion plays. And we played it to almost perfection. Now, we didn't create enough. Let's be honest. We didn't create, especially at the first time, we barely created anything. But still, it didn't feel like Arsenal was going to win. As a matter of fact, now, the agenda on them spaces is Arteta came in there not to lose. That was not Arteta's mission. He came there to try to win. The idea is he came in and he saw somebody else. And his slot is like, nah, this is what we're going to do. Now, you try to beat us. So yesterday, the match, I think like everybody played well. Everybody played well. The manager also substituted at the right time, brought in the right players. I think starting McAllister was good because you needed. I wouldn't have any problem if McAllister started or he came off the bench. But McAllister coming on, good. Subbing him on the 60th minute, great. Bringing Curtis in was also masterful. Them two could have subbed at any time. I was cool with that. Szoboszlai playing the right back. Remember, I said Szoboszlai will play right back. Fazzi was like, nah, put Bradley there. Nah. Martinelli right now, Arsenal fans want him out. Because, what's the name? Szoboszlai shut him down. On the other side, Madueke, he looks exciting when he had the ball. He was looking exciting, but there's nothing that he did. There's maybe one cross that he had that you could say, okay, that's dangerous. Other than that, I don't remember anything offhand that he did that you'd be like, wow, Madueke was cooking Kirkers. None of that happened. So the game was purposely played that way because that's how we nullified Arsenal. They realized that, oh, this thing is getting hard. It was getting hard. Zubimendi was chasing our midfielders around. The second half, he was burned out, right? What's the name? Rice had to come back and support it. Gabriel was silent, but I believe that Gabriel played very, very well, right? Gabriel played well. Like when they brought a young guy, now he had to pay attention to Salah on the left side with Calafiori, and then the new young center back that they brought in, I forgot his name. And then he had to deal with Zubimendi because Zubimendi was getting pulled apart left and right. And Wirtz, oh, Rasta. Now, do you see how Wirtz is important in the team? He didn't do anything fancy. Did nothing fancy that Wirtz did. But his presence was felt. And he ran his socks off. That's why he pulled a muscle. All right? That's why he cramped up. And that's why if you look at what Wirtz did, like Zubimendi was chasing him all over the place. That's why Gabriel was so quiet. You know what I mean? But yeah, Liverpool, the manager set us up for success. It was masterful. I know the manager said, yeah, if we play this game 10 times, 8 out of them, it will be a draw. Arsenal win 1, we will win 1. That's not, I don't believe them. I know this man likes to speak the truth, but I don't believe him. If we play this game 10 times, Liverpool will win 6 to 7 out of 10 times. That's why I believe. People are saying Gyökeres got eaten by Ibu. Remember, they told us Gyökeres was going to kill Ibu and Virgil. Like this Monday, we have shut down. We still have Ibu and Virgil still have Haaland in their pocket. And people talking about Gyökeres, somebody who just came back. He was in the lower league, went to Portugal, banging a few goals, and then he comes back and all of a sudden, oh, they're going to beat our center backs. Oh, our center backs are poor. Virgil's going to get embarrassed. And look what they did to him yesterday. I promise you, he has never had a bunch of people, a center backs play against him like that. Oh, he learned his learn. He's learned. He don't learn. Yes. Thank you, Double L. People, please show some love, man. Get the likes up. Please get the likes up. Thank you so well. We got 192 people on X. Please come over and hit the like, man. You can always go back. Big up yourself. Thank you. Arsenal are a tad short of firepower. Their strategy was not bad, but off the bench option were not game changing. In fact, they seem. No. Red. No. I'm not going to allow you to give him that kind of excuse. No. The commentators on my side kept saying that Arsenal had the best players coming off the bench. He said, you look at Liverpool's bench, you don't see anybody coming in. But on Arsenal's side, they had a lot of firepower coming in. Brother, look at their lineup. They got 3 players per position. They got MLS and all those other players in there. Don't let that excuse start to kick. Don't give them excuse. Don't do that. No. Red, are you a Liverpool fan or you becoming like Carl right now? Out here giving excuses to Manchester United. Say, I feel sorry for him. Where is Carl? Huh? Where is that brother? No. No, that's the team they wanted. The Arsenal people already said they won the league. They won the transfer window already. No excuses to Arsenal. They got all the players they needed. This is a team that said they come into Anfield. They are very confident and they were going to embarrass us. So do not give them the excuse say they were short of firepower. They got firepower. The only player that was not there was Saka. And you telling me they need Saka to win, then they're not going to win the league. Period. Big up. Danilo is in the building. He said, well, go on, big up yourself, man. Thank you so much for coming through. Appreciate you, brethren. Big up. Yes, sir. Invisibles. Yes. Big up. He said, literally turned into Batman. You couldn't see him. Arsenal was looking for a draw. I mean, I think we made them look like that. I don't want I can see why people saying that, because they kind of set up like they wanted to hit us with a counter attack. But the thing is, we did not make mistakes for them to hit us with a counter attack. That's why people are not getting. We did not. That's the thing. Liverpool eliminate. The reason why we get hit with those counter attacks is because we make a lot of errors. And when we make errors, people hit us with a counter attack. And we play so well. We were not losing the ball in the midfield. So it was very hard for them to hit us on a counter attack. So they sat back and we had the ball. And when we give them the ball, they couldn't break us down. That's what I'm saying. They didn't have any shot on Alisson that you'd be like, oh my God, I'm worried. Nah. Did Alisson make any super save? Nope. Arsenal had Odegaard on the bench. We had Elliott. Big up yourself, DL. Thank you for coming, man. Good to see you. Yeah, man, I'm just saying. He said, anyone going to talk about the elephant in the room? Salah looks more like Mbappe was for PSG by then. Brother, no, we're going to have a very, very uncomfortable conversations very, very soon. We got 2 weeks to talk about it. I know where you're going with. I kind of agree with you, but let me make it this way. I'm going to say it in a nice way. And I think Pops, big shout out to Pops. He also said it. Liverpool, the way we play, and if you guys remember when we had a break and it was Chiesa. It was Chiesa, Salah on his right, and it was just Salah and Chiesa on a counter, right? And Chiesa did not pass the ball. That should tell you where Liverpool is going. Right now, back in the day, they would have just given to Salah. Salah, go do your magic. Right now, they were like, nope. Chiesa's like, I'm gonna take it on myself and shoot. I think we are getting to the place where I call it transition away from Salah. And Salah will eventually has to change the way he plays or understand that, hey, these guys are moving away from me. And he will understand, because guess what? We are going to win. And he will be part of that or that win. You know what I mean? So I think it's yes, his performance last year, his performance wasn't as well, but he gave us a lot of GAs. He gave a lot of GAs and he gave us results, right? He won a couple games for us, or he gave assists for us to win. This year, I don't think it's becoming more apparent when he doesn't score or assist, because then people are like, oh, what did Salah do? He is the dude on the squad, right? So I get what you're saying, but I think right now, like I said, respect the elders. Salah needs to understand either he changes game or he's going to be left out, in, so to speak, right? Like, look at Virgil. Everybody's like, oh, when Gay come in, Virgil is going to sit on the bench and it's going to be Gay and Konate. And then now all of a sudden, it's going to have to be Gay and Virgil. The game is going to change. These young bucks who are coming have no, I won't say no respect. They're just looking at themselves. Like, even look at Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai, when he was last year, he kept, in the last 2 years, kept deferring to Salah. Now he's not. Now he is like a possessed, diabolical Szoboszlai, like I call him, right? So that's why it is. I think Salah will have to change his game, or eventually the manager will phase him out. That's how I see it. But it's also a good thing, because now teams don't know how Liverpool is going to play. Do you think they're going to play? It's going to be on Salah? No. Then the player takes it on. Chiesa, if you watch the game when we took off, everybody, the defenders were on Salah's side, but Chiesa took it all the way in and took a shot. So I think it's a good thing. We've been waiting for that for a long time. Last year, we kept saying, who's going to step up? Who's going to step up? Instead of just letting Salah do all the work. So this year, the players are stepping up. You know what I mean? They're stepping up. So, but in time, everything will work itself out. Big up yourself. Say, tell them about those Arsenal frauds. Man, they are frauds. Go into those spaces, man. That's why I kept telling people I was not worried. You guys, the last show we were here, I told you I was not worried, because I knew if Liverpool eliminates errors, Liverpool play slot ball or Liverpool ball, there's no team that can deal with us. And somebody will say, oh, you could say that to every team. No, you can't. There are certain teams, it doesn't matter how great they play, they're still going to lose. And Liverpool is one of those teams that if we play, there's no team that can beat us. There's only a few teams in the world, PSG being one of them. You saw what they did to Spurs, right? You look at what they did at the World Cup club final when they played Chelsea compared to what they did with Spurs, right? They were losing 2-0, and then when they turn it on, bang, 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 they win. So I always knew because I've seen the first two games. Now, check this out, Rasta. All the three teams that we played, they played two games that they did not concede a goal. Let me say that again. All the three teams that we played, they played two games that they did not concede a goal. Let's start with Bournemouth. Bournemouth have won back-to-back, having conceded. And they beat Spurs, the team that everybody said might make it to the Champions League. Might could challenge for the title with them winning with Thomas Frank doing well over there. Newcastle drew 0-0 twice. Before the first one with Aston Villa, and then they played us, and then against Leeds. Arsenal, twice they played, they did not concede. And then when they play Liverpool, it becomes a whole new thing. Big up, Nee. Thank you for coming and come in and enjoy this celebration with myself.
I'm mad.
You know what I mean? I'm out here chopping up with the people, man. And now they're starting to believe. A lot of people are worried. And then we close it up with the Isak signing. And then we're going to put the cherry on top with Gehi. We might have just been greedy and then add Rodgers to it. So it's going to be, Liverpool is doing well. But we discussing the match yesterday. What do you think? Were we lucky yesterday?
Then I'll go back to Jesus again. Where is Jesus? Jesus should come and answer. Jesus should come and answer if this was luck. My man, look, we are not going to be delusional. We know we did not play to the best of our abilities. But we always knew it was going to be a difficult match.
Yeah.
We always knew it was going to be a difficult match, especially when the guy challenging you for the trophy is coming with 4 center backs in the back, both right back and left back are center backs actually. And then he also packs 3 defensive midfielders. It is quite difficult to embarrass such a team. He came with a defensive mindset. And where is Carl? I told him that they are coming to defend and hope that inshallah they will get some corner kicks and then pip one goal and then go and defend again. That's their whole strategy. Arteta plays with a handbrake on. I mean, he cannot come all out and play against the top guns. He's always playing with a handbrake on. It is quite unfortunate that he plays like that. But we, on the other hand, the first half was a bit cagey because I think both managers showed each other respect, too much respect. So both teams didn't want to open the game and then play the game to the best of their abilities. But when the second half unfolded, you could see that we started playing with more attacking intent. We wanted to win the game. And Arteta was playing not to lose, more so than actually attacking and trying to win. So all in all, it wasn't a great game, it wasn't a spectacle, but we did what was most important. And even before the free kick, we were showing intention to actually attack and score. I mean, Vets was now trying to get on the ball more. He was trying to string a few more passes together, trying to create a chance. I believe if Salah had killed that ball one time and scored, we'll be speaking about something different. We'll be having a different discussion today about Vets. We'll be having a different discussion about Vets. But because Salah took an extra touch, which wasn't the best, and couldn't bury that chance, it is now, people are still indifferent about Vets. But if you have any football eye, you could see that anytime the guy even touches the ball, his ball control, how he caresses the ball, you can see that he has a high football IQ. You can see. So even that if such a player is having a bad game, you know that he will always come good. I'll pivot on Nunes, for example. Nunes was only playing for pace and power. You could see that the basics and the rudiments of the game, Nunes did not have it. Like trapping the ball one time, controlling the ball well under pressure. Nunes didn't know how to do that. But you can see this guy in tight spaces. He can flick the ball, turn around. Look at how he turned Declan Rice. And now people have memed that picture and then they are sending it around. He knows how to. He has high football IQ, so you can see such a player. You cannot play down the fact that he's a talent. Someone that Bayern was going all out to get him. Manchester City was going all out to get him. Now all of a sudden they did not get him. We get him. So all of a sudden he's a flop. After two matches, I always say that the Newcastle match is an outlier. It was more like a volleyball. It was more of a volleyball than a football match. It was an outlier. So we can realistically say one match, and that was his first match in the Premier League against Bournemouth. That was his first Premier League match against Bournemouth. So that is not enough sample size for people to say that, oh, Viet is a failure and whatnot. That notwithstanding, he actually created another chance too. I think it was to Gakpo, and I think Gakpo shot and was blocked or something. So you can see that we did well, but the game overall, it wasn't such a nice and beautiful game. By the second half, we were showing intent. We were now actually able to play the ball a bit. And Slots did a master stroke. Curtis Jones changed the game for us. I have been one of the persons who have bashed Curtis Jones in the past. I've not made him had it easy. But yesterday, he brought control and calmness in our midfield. Obviously, McAllister wasn't fit enough, obviously. So you could see that we were struggling in the first half because he wasn't fit. Sometimes he cannot run with the ball, so he has to try to shield the ball, and then people were. And I feel that he could have gotten more free kicks, but the referee too, the 50-50 balls, I will not say they were outright free kicks, but the 50-50 balls, I could see that we were not benefiting from those 50-50 balls that cause the pushes here and there, the shoves here and there. Whenever we shove an Arsenal player, he would take a whistle for a free kick. When they shove us, he say play on. So it made it very difficult for us to play in the first half because Arsenal were parading giants to come and play rugby. Whilst we were trying to play a more technical game, they were trying to make the game more physical. And people said Madueke played well. And I don't know if that is their standard for playing well. I disagree. Because, yes, the commentator said a couple of times that the starting position for Kekes wasn't the best. So they float the ball high above him. And because he has the lead, he runs past him, picks the ball, cannot do anything meaningful with the ball. And then you say, oh, he had a good game. If that is their standard, that is fine. We expect better from our, and we can be confident enough to say that we did not play that well. But when it mattered most, we came up with a winner. We have match winners. We have people who can produce the magic. And that is the reason why we are going to win the league. Because when it becomes difficult, push comes to shove, we have the magicians to produce bits and pieces like that. We are confident enough to admit that Salah had a terrible game. But Arsenal, because he ran past Kekes a few times, which he recovered in all but one. He only had one successful cross that Joe Gomez cleared. That was literally the only thing that he did. Every other attempt was blocked or tackled. And yet they claim that he had a very good game. That is fine. Now we know their level. We know our level. So, man, that's...
No, I like what you've been saying. What's the name? I mean, big up, call, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Please tell all your people, tell them to come subscribe. No, you said exactly. I mean, I think that the whole thing of Liverpool didn't play well was because people did not understand the message. We were not playing, and it's not here to make people happy. Exactly. He's here for results. If people didn't get it last year, this year they will get it, right? If you watch the Arsenal game, it's exactly what we did to Chelsea last season when they came to Anfield and they're like, yeah, we beat them, but then they still left with an L. Same thing when we went to City and we held them, they couldn't do anything. I think Haaland did not even have a shot on goal until the last minute. I think yesterday, did Gyökeres had a shot? No. You see what I mean? So I think Liverpool is in a level where you have to study the game to understand what is going on. In some people, regular mind, they'll be like, wow, we didn't play well in the first half. But I just read the stats. Arsenal had 6 shots and only 1 was on target. But people like, oh my God, no, they didn't do nothing. Yeah, they had a gang. We gave them the corner kicks. You like to score goals on corner kicks, right? Okay, Now go ahead. And they could not do anything. Now the excuse is, oh, Saka wasn't there. We don't care who's there or not. Right? So the game in I think Liverpool fans need to start looking at the game a little bit different from, oh, it has to be pretty, it has to be stylistic, it has to be sexy. Other than that, then you're watching a different game. This manager is about result. He's not caring about being pretty. He's a, like yesterday, in America, we have something called a blue collar person. It's usually a blue collar person, somebody who, works with your hand, hardworking, middle class person. That's how our manager kind of show. Like if he's in Liverpool, the hardworking people who works in Liverpool are the peers. That is the image he portrayed. Hard work, right? Compared to the fancy slick hair like Amorim. You know what I mean? So no, Irishman, big up yourself. Thank you so much for being in the building. What you saying though? What you saying? Come on.
I just have to be here on this special day for crap, you know.
Today's all about Rasta is like, he thinks he's gonna get away with it. We're gonna catch Rasta.
Yeah,
Rasta.
Ross
We're
has
gonna
been
get him.
changing the subject all day. He's been talking about anything else. He's like, yeah, he's just been trying. He's already talking about next year and stuff like this.
No,
Yeah,
we're
this
gonna
is
get
his thing,
Rasta.
man.
Rasta's gonna catch his. Rasta, you think he can slick his way out? No, you're not that slick, Willie. We are not that slick, Willie. We're gonna get you. But what do you think about the game yesterday? And then we top it up with Isak.
Oh yeah, I mean, like your other guest, Nee, is it was saying there. The guy came with 4 defenders and 3 DMs. That's what 800 like. That's what the best part of 1 billion in 5.5, 6 years gets you, is that kind of ambition, that kind of squad building. That's your manager. That's your manager. Like they always say that, like the team is the manager on the pitch, right? That's a manager. Afraid to lose, afraid to go for it, afraid to like should have started Eze. The guy's fit. Just get him on the pitch, get him in there. Um, he did more in 5 minutes than Martinelli. So just a lack of ambition. Raya with time wasting after about 8, 10 minutes. Raya was time wasting. Yeah, they're horrible. They are just such a horrible, horrible team. And they used to be known for. I remember 1-0 to the Arsenal. I remember that team. Not massively. It was a thing. But like the Wenger football, Bergkamp and Henri. They were known for just they went toe to toe with Manchester United when Manchester United were at their best, and they did it playing good football. If this is and this manager gets paid 15 million a year, by the way. He's on almost double what Arne Slot. Arteta gets double what Arne Slot does for that. It is, to me. It was just like, and just horrible, horrible. Like, and that it gave us that first half. That first half was just fall asleep watching that. So just really just, I think, an indictment on them, on their manager. I mean, I'd be worried what would happen if a good coach got that team, because they've got good players. So I just thought it was shocking. They nearly got away with it. They came for their draw and they nearly got their draw.
Yeah.
Again, you see him on 70 minutes passing it around in a little shell, not want to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So good luck to him for the rest of the season. That's the way they want to play. Good luck to him. I wouldn't want to watch it.
Oh no, the thing is, he's trying to do something and he's not prepared to it. He doesn't have the mindset. That's the thing that I tell Arsenal fans. You have gotten all the players, but your fan base and your players don't have the mindset. Their mindset is, we need to spend more money and then play and we will win. You want this transfer window. You spend more money than anybody else. You brought in 9 or 10 players, if I'm not correctly. They just brought in Hincapié and they're looking for one more, right? There's a mindset, Irishman. They don't have the mindset. We show them what the mindset. We always talk about mentality monsters. Mentality monster is not just coming and win the game in the last few minutes or coming from behind and win the game. No. Last year, Liverpool said, okay, we're not going to spend any money. We're going to get 2 players. One is going to stay on loan. By the way, that player is on the bench, right? His name is Mamashvili. People forgotten about him. And number 1 goalkeeper at that. And then we're going to bring Chiesa, who's just going to play. We're going to actually force him to play 5 games so that he could get a medal. And we literally won the league. So that excuse of, oh, you need to spend to win is out of the window. We've shown you that you don't need to spend. You just have to have a tactics, great mindset, and then you go win. And Liverpool fans, yes, in the beginning we were like, oh, that's risky, that's risky. But then when we saw what the manager's philosophy was, we all backed him. At least majority of us backed him. And then we were so consistent that we win in the league. So I agree with you. I think it's a mindset. They don't have the mindset. You can play ugly and win. Mourinho's told you has the blueprint still dusted in Chelsea. Kante came in and did the same thing. Every manager that came to Chelsea picked up that book, dusted it off, and used Mourinho tactics. And he won with Chelsea. This guy, they don't have the mindset. I'm sorry, it's the mindset. It has to come from the club, the fans. They have to demand win with what we have. Stop trying to tell us that we need to go buy new players. And that's what Arsenal fans, you have a debate with Arsenal fan, he's never going to tell you, or she will never tell you, we need to win with what we got. We need to buy this player. Now, watch who's going to be the scapegoat. Martinelli. Watch how quick they're going to turn on Martinelli right now, Irishman. So that's their problem. They don't have the mentality. They are like a trust fund baby who is just going to ride off their generational of wealth rather than, hey, we need to actually get down and then get dirty. I mean, even City, at one point, Pep was not buying players. There was a couple of times where he only bought one player and then he won the league again. And yes, we know they've spent a lot of money. But how they won was, I got these players, I'm going to supplement it, and then we keep on going. But since we get away with those frauds, what do you think about Isak? Irishman, at this point, you might need to buy the biggest chicken wing there is and put your Carolina Reaper on it, because my sources are sourcing right now. I think I should say 99%. At this point, it's 99%, right, Rasta Crab? It's only Musiala that I've got it wrong. Talk to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look, man. Everyone's just so tired of it. Everyone's so utterly, completely tired of the whole thing that it was almost kind of starting to wear off, the player that was coming in, just because this whole horrible saga was taking so long. And then to be kind of a 2 o'clock in the morning, midnight kind of job, that was cool. I mean, for me, the shine's been taken off it a tiny bit just because of this whole soap opera that's gone on around it. But he's just probably the best striker. I think he's Haaland probably, will be up there, and someone like Lewandowski and Kane. But I just think as an all-around player, I think he's the best in the world in his position right now. He can create, he can score, he can do everything.
Who, Haaland or Isak?
No, Isak. Haaland's just an out-and-out goal machine. Lewandowski's getting older, Kane, these kind of people. But I think Isak's probably one of the most complete players in world football right now. And like we all knew, it was a hell of a game of chicken they were playing, but they played it right up until it seems like midnight last night, and they got their man. They got their man. So,
and this is the thing that we were telling people, that this deal, they just needed people to sit down and just iron it out. Because for a big deal like that, it went quick. Because I remember when I saw Ornstein said Liverpool and Newcastle have sat down to deal, and then within an hour later, they accepted the bid. And remember, everybody kept saying it's 150 or nothing. It's 150 or nothing. We basically just added 150 million to whatever we bid the first time. And what do you think about how this deal went through so fast? And remember, I was having a debate with where you are, Aziz, that, I'm worried it's taking too long. This is a big deal. We need more time. I was like, no, the deal is already done. It just need people to sit down and take the money.
Rightly so. As you told Aziz, I was a little confident as it dragged on, because we were not pivoting off to any other signing. We weren't considering any other signing. And Fabrizio, I think, tweeted yesterday that Liverpool were offered 3 other alternatives, and we declined all because we were confident that we're going to sign Isak. So for me, I had a lot of confidence in the fact that something was brewing. But we all knew that Newcastle were not going to sell Isak to us until they've gotten a replacement, which was very obvious. And I know people online were slugging off Liverpool as if we've done something bad or evil. But your incompetence or inability to sign a replacement should not be Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be Liverpool being blamed for your incompetence or inability to get a replacement. So we all knew that as soon as they get a replacement, the Isak deal was done. Once we decided not to pivot off to any other position, we'd not even consider a left wing because other people thought that, oh, if we are not getting Isak, at least let's get a left winger. We who could probably, because Gakpo sometimes can play up top, so that we cover the left wing. But the moment I realized that, oh, Michael Edwards and co were not pivoting off to any other attack, I knew something was cooking. I knew very much that something was cooking. And as soon as they got their Watemade guy, I knew Isak was coming. But we had a big match to play, so we didn't want any distraction. So I believe that is how it was played. We did not want any distraction whilst we were yet to play Arsenal. So we just decided to delay the move until after the Arsenal. And look at how quick everything happened. Because it tells me that there was something cooking already in the pot, and we just needed time to get it announced. So I think it's massive. Isak gives us a lot of options because he can play on the left himself. Now Ekitike can also drift off wide. So some people were worried that, oh, it may hamper Ekitike's progress, but I do not think so. Honestly, I do not think so. Ekitike is talented and technical enough to play both from the left wing and even in the 10 position. He's technically good and sound enough to do that. Isak himself does not play like a standing 9. He also floats about. He can link up. His link up play is very good. I've never seen any striker, not even Haaland, give VVD, Saliba, and Gabriel
so much problems, man.
So much problems in the past 2 years than any other striker.
Yeah,
he can hold up his end on his own. He can play as a solo guy, take the 2 guys on himself, and he can also link up play. I mean, he's a fantastic player. Just like Irishman said, he's the best number 9 out there all round. All round, he's the best number 9 out there.
He's the only one VVD ever man marked.
Yeah, he's like,
I
got this
he
one.
ever just man marked was Isak. I was watching again. Someone was showing what the game at St. James's Park. He just turned VVD into jelly, and then he got him sent off. He skinned him, and he was running towards goal. And Virgil was like, okay, I got to take him down, and he took him down. He literally got him sent off, and he ragdolled him twice before that, and then he buried a beautiful goal. Like, he destroyed VVD at St. James's Park. He made VVD look like Dejan Lovren.
Yep.
And that's the only player, even like, so now you're saying Haaland didn't do that. Haaland didn't do that.
I haven't seen any striker do that to any striker. He's the only striker that have scored every time he played against Liverpool.
Yeah, that's true.
Since VVD came to Liverpool, what's the name? Isak is the only striker that have scored every single game he played, whether they win or lose or draw. Every single game he played, he scored a goal. I can't remember a game against Liverpool where he didn't score. Whether they won the match, they drew, or whether we won, or of course they won. I know their record against us is not that good, but this brother have scored so many bangers against Liverpool. And then after a while, we're like, you know what? We started blaming Kelleher because Alisson was not in goal. You know? His first match at Anfield, he scored. I'm sorry, even the game that I think the only game that he didn't score was the one that Nunes scored 2 goals off the bench when we're down. That was, I think, the only game that he didn't score, right? So
yeah, that's true.
I'm just saying, yeah, man. Isak is it. Can you imagine yesterday? Isak was coming off the bench after Szoboszlai hit that banger. Oh my god! Oh my god! It would have been over. Arsenal fans would have been crying. Their season would have been over. But the beautiful thing is now we beat them, and they made them feel like they actually thought they were in the game, and it was just a miracle by Szoboszlai. But then we're like, it's a miracle if the game was 2-1, then you'd be like, okay. But we blanked you. You are the one talking about nobody can score on your defense and nobody can score on your goalkeeper. You have the best defenders and the best goalkeeper. But you were lucky. And I want to talk about the Salah chance that he took a touch. I lost my damn mind. And now I'm speculating, of course. When the manager said somebody came into the dressing room and said, I would have taken a touch with Rio's goal, people said it was Curtis. I don't think it was Curtis. Watching the game yesterday, I think it was Mo Salah because it was identical to it. All Mo had to do was just run his foot through it. And then he took a touch and it became a bad touch and then gave, I think, Zubimendi time to block it. We should have scored. There was at least 3 chances that we should have scored. One of them was dead, but it became an offside. So man, Liverpool at this time going forward, and it seems like people are saying that Guehi is possibly having this Anfield social saying that Guehi is having his medical in London. If it's true, we know we're moving. Now, Irishman, do you think we should keep Joey?
Who?
Joey Gomez, man. Joe Gomez.
Oh, Gomez.
Yeah.
No. Because you get a lot of criticism for this. What? who here thinks Joe Gomez is reliable, fitness wise?
Well, that one, I'm not gonna bet my mortgage on it, but
yeah, exactly. So,
but he looks fit.
If you have 4, if you have 4 center halves, if you have Ibu, VBD, the only Gay, Robbo, Kirkes for left back, and Frimpong and Bradley for right back, then you can let him go. Because more often than not, lately, when he has been potentially needed, he hasn't been fit as well. So he's back now, he's fit, but it's just one of those guys that great to have around team, great to have around the squad, but apparently he would like to go to Milan. I don't blame him, but seemingly it's too late now to get that deal done. So yeah, for me, if Joey, when it first came out, I said, look, if Joey wants to leave, then I wouldn't be standing in his way as long as we have Marquis, as long as we have 4 centre halves, 2 left backs, 2 right backs.
Yeah.
Then to me, he's been a great servant. But if he wanted to leave, in much the same way that we let that other guy go, can't remember his name, but just go do your thing. You've given us a great length of service. You want to try something new in Milan, Serie A, lower league, less physical. It's not the demands of we're talking about the demands of the Premier League,
right?
All these people. There's people out there now saying Dominic Szoboszlai is our new right back, and 2 hours before the Newcastle game, they were going toe to toe debating me saying Joe Gomez needs to start at right back. Has to start. Joe Gomez has to start. Do you think Joe Gomez could have put in that kind of physical performance that Dom did? Just he'd be out for the next 6 months. But now they're all, Dom has to start. Dom has to start. It's like, no, he doesn't have to start.
He doesn't have to start.
Backs are bad fit.
When we need him, he will be there. Yeah. But right now, we have right backs who could take care of that business.
So people are saying he can cover all across the back line. I don't believe that's true anymore.
Who, Joey?
A couple of years ago, he could have played right back. I don't think he has it in him to play right back in the Premier League anymore. You probably just ask him to get injured. Left back, if you want someone as a holding kind of tight, left back that kind of way, he's okay. And then centre half. And that's really I just think look at what happened in the Plymouth game, man. The first guy that turned him, and he had to try and sprint. He did his hamstring. He was out for the rest of the season. I mean, so some people have a lot of emotional attachment to him and all that, and it's fine. But Virgil van Dijk, people are quoting Virgil saying that he doesn't want him to leave, kind of thing, or he hopes he doesn't have to leave because he's like a good mate and all that. And they're just cutting the quote off there. But Virgil continues on and he says, "But football isn't a friendly business." Some of our fans should learn that a bit more. Football isn't a friendly business, and he said, "We're operating right at the very top."
Yep.
So there's no room for keeping your mates on. There's no room for we love him and you think he's great and he's been here a long time. He said, Virgil van Dijk himself says, this is not a friendly business, especially not at the top level. There's no room for sentiment. There's no room for sentiment.
No, that you're speaking the prison truth right there, man. That's the power the Liverpool fandom need to understand. It used to be like that back in the day, and we had a manager who epitomized that kind of sentiment. But right now, things are changing. You stick on that, then you're going to be crying every season talking about FSG is not doing enough. If you want FSG to do enough, your favorite players is not going to be there.
Exactly.
You know, Nee, I don't know if you want to say,
Yeah.
make a point on
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
Irish
The
Sparrow said.
best. People say the best ability is availability.
Mhm.
So if you're a player and you are almost not almost not available, I
Mhm.
mean, you are as good as gone.
Mhm.
And with his injury record, if Liverpool will get something substantial out of him, then it should be now.
Mhm.
It ought to be now or sooner, because when
Yeah.
his contract years ran down with his injury record, you're literally not going to get anything
Mhm.
from him. Also, the guy comes on, plays 2-3 matches, he's injured, and all his injuries are long term.
Yes.
You know, almost all his injuries are long term injuries.
Mhm.
Maybe a different environment will also do him a lot of
Yeah.
good. So, for the best of, the interest of every party, I think he should be sold. That's if we get Gay in. We should also forget that there are also Kumetio and some young guys from the academy that needs also
That
be
needs to
put
come
on,
up. Yep, that's true.
come up and also be given the chance to also flourish and develop. So if we are keeping him there just for sentimental reasons,
He's
he also
holding people
blocking the
back.
chance. Yes,
Yep.
holding people back. So exactly my point. And on the issue of sentiment, if Liverpool fans will not learn, this is the time. Trent told us that we should not be We should not be sentimental. Sorry. Trent taught us that we should not be sentimental. If he favors them, they will move.
Mhm.
If he favors the players, they will move.
Mhm.
Now, Isak is moving, obviously in our favor, but it should also tell us that when it is time for him possibly to move in the future, he will also move. So we also have to now look at the best collective interest of the club, as
Yeah.
opposed to oh, we like this player, we like that player, or not. Players come and go regardless. Mo Salah will not be there maybe the next year or two. I'm even suspecting that maybe at the end of the season we'll sell
That's
him.
it. Yep.
We'll cash in on the last minutes and ship him off to Saudi or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm even thinking that so that we can at least revamp the squad up. So we are future proofing the squad.
Yeah.
If we are going to be sentimental, then we are also going to hold the team back. And we should remember we have been in the doldrums for a long time. For a long time, we've been in the trenches. and now that we have the chance to be on top, we have to make the difficult decisions.
Yep.
Pep Guardiola did not win the 4 Peats
By being sentimental.
by being sentimental. He brought the first keeper, Claudio Bravo. He brought the keeper the next season out.
Look what he did to what was their first goalkeeper, the English goalkeeper,
Joe Hart. Yes.
Joe Hart. He said he shipped him out before he even got there.
So because he's trying to achieve something, and if he sees that you are going to hold him back or prevent him from achieving what you just bring in the new materials that's going to help.
He just shipped out. He just shipped out his best goalkeeper. Yeah. Then what's his name?
Grealish, Ederson. Now he's shipping him out because
now he's taking
he was making rudimentary mistakes.
Yeah.
He was making rudimentary mistakes, and it cost him the title or whatever. So now he feels that oh no, he needs a new face now. Trafford comes in, he's seen that he needs a bit more time to also develop. So now he's bringing an experienced hand
goalkeeper.
Be a cover for Trafford to take him maybe a year or two to also develop fully. And that is a manager who wants to win something.
Yep.
And Klopp held us back with those things a lot. He held us back with sentimental signings a lot. When players are aged, they cannot run, they don't have the energy. And your system is also built on energy. But yes, still when players are even weak and they cannot run, you still want to keep them for sentimental reasons. And I want that's one thing I like about Slot for now. He's a bit ruthless. When he needs to be, he can be ruthless. And I like that. Yeah, that's what I have to say.
You said, did I misread Lion's comment? Yeah, no, I didn't. That's why I posted it. I posted when Lion broke the news. I posted it and I showed it in there, and then backed it up with Mr. Joyce. Yes, so the bomber is gay. He is coming to Liverpool. It's done, people. We told you guys that that's what's going to happen. We told you guys that it was going to happen. Now what? right? Gehi left them with a very good. You see his banger yesterday. He scored a beautiful goal yesterday. Yeah, I showed it on the screen, and then also back it up with Paul Joyce. So Double Lion was not out here making frivolous.
Okay, there's a Fabrizio Bomba too. So
There's
okay.
a Fabrizio Bomba, yeah. Paul Joyce, it's those three: Joyce, Fabrizio, and Onstin. When they say something, we know that it's. But when I say it, people want to let me eat a whole bunch of Carolina Reapers chickens. Right? We not mention any names. We shall not mention any names. But yes, we getting our man. Actually, for the Fabrizio loyalist. Here we go. Fabrizio Bomba. Here we go. Liverpool agreed deal to sign Margehi from Crystal Palace. Here we go. Deal in place. 35 million plus 10%. Liverpool. Edward is mother. I want to curse. Liverpool, if this guy is as good as we all think he is and he stays consistent, we are not selling him. So that's 10% sell is what? They're going to make what, 100 pounds when we let him go for free? Oh my God, man. Edwards, I swear to God. Irishman, you see what I'm going with this? If this guy is good, we know he's good. That's why we're signing him. But he's young, 23 or 24 years old. So at least he got 10 years in the club. If he stay consistent, he becomes a legend of Liverpool club. When are they going to get that 10% selling clause?
Oh, those boys, yeah. I mean, that's probably one of the reasons they were like, no, we don't want no selling clauses. You're not going to sell this guy for. When you do, it'll probably be in 8 years for a couple of million quid.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely. I think he's someone. Ibu's form previous to yesterday would have led you to believe that anybody was coming into this team is thinking, you keep playing like that, mate, and I'm going to take your spot. Not just when you go to Madrid, maybe not just in cup games. But now, and that's probably got Ibu. Ibu shapes up. Maybe Ibu is one of those players that needs. I mean, Ibu, when he knows that the only person that can possibly take his place is pretty much nobody, either Kwanzaa or Hafik Gomez.
Yeah.
He's pretty much assured of his spot week in, week out. Maybe he's one of those players that needs.
Now we're going to see probably the best of Ibu.
Yeah. Just really heavily motivated to not let some guy in, because Gahey can come in and say, look, even if stuff works out for Ibu this year, it looks almost certain that he's going to leave on a free transfer next year. You'll have been here for a year. You'll be completely bedded into the team, the squad, and you'll probably be ready to step in. We won't need to buy a centre half to replace Ibu next year. We'll just need to buy a centre half to replace Mark Gahey's place in the squad, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's very good planning. It's incredible the precision that's been pulled off with the nerve that's been shown, the steel that's been shown to wait. To like we've been saying for a while now. I've been saying it that these guys are too good to leave it till the last minute.
That was my debate.
They're just too good to be.
The logical sense, it did not make no sense.
All logic would have told you that they would have gone somewhere else a week ago to give themselves the chance. Yeah. It's been left late with Gahey. It is a bit dramatic, which is great. But the guy Richard Hughes has been criticised this morning on another stream. I mean, just get the deal for Gahey done. You're being too stubborn.
Yeah,
like these people think that these guys have control of time.
About what? Tell me about. Man,
he just spent last night signing the biggest deal we've ever signed in our life, the biggest player we've ever signed money-wise in our whole history. He just spent last night doing that, and at 11 o'clock this morning, 11:30 this morning, there was some twat over on Fozzie's stream criticizing him, calling him stubborn for not getting the Gahey deal done. It's like, what's wrong with this guy? He's typical Richard Hughes, is what he said. Typical Richard Hughes.
Where do you know Richard Hughes from?
Typical Richard Hughes is signing Florian freaking Wirtz, and he's typical God. Richard Hughes. What are these people on, man? What are these people on for?
That's why Wait, what's the name? Big up to J Sauce. This brother came in on the show on Saturday and said Liverpool was lucky against Newcastle, and everybody like. Eventually, he turned around and said, "You know what? You guys are right." Like everybody broke it down and said, "There's no 90 minutes. You can't be lucky 90 minutes based on what the way the perception is going on." And we broke it down. These days, when you people come on, and this is why we, the content creators, we need to hold these people accountable. I know there are other channels where everybody say whatever they want. You could blur whatever you want, and then they let you keep going and keep saying that banter nonsense and all that kind of stuff. Now we're gonna hold you accountable. Okay, explain yourself. Why do you think this is? Why is it a typical Hughes? Based on what? What did he do? What has he done wrong? The only any blemish on him was not even his fault. It was because a player did not make up his mind. And then typical Hughes is what? Verts, Isak, Frimpong, Kekers, any player that he talked to said, yes, I'm coming. He didn't have to fight any other team. He didn't have to fight any other director to say, hey, come to my club, don't go over there. He said, man. See, these are the fan base that we need to push out of the door, in the back door. And
also, what we need to remember as well is, look, one of the things that I'm happy about is that all apart from one, and this isn't about negativity, this is about wanting to improve the club.
Yeah.
Every single player that I thought needed to move on, every single player that I thought needed to go somewhere else and play or needed to move on is gone.
Yeah.
Other than one. And it's not just me. Every single one of those players will be someone that probably at least 50% of the fan base would have been, yeah, I think it's time to move in. It's not about hating the player or have all this nonsense that people come out with. It's about wanting to improve the club. Yeah. Darwin, Diaz, Simicas, now potentially Elliott. Elliott for his benefit as much as
for his benefit, he needs to move on. Yep.
That they've all left. And we've gotten huge money. We've gotten 100, we gotten 70, 30, that's 100 for Diaz and Elliott. What did we get for Darwin? Call it 50. 150 million for those three players. Just those three players, 150 million quid. That is incredible business. Especially that Diaz sale to Bayern should win freaking deal of the year. What if they probably have an award for that, knowing these people.
Yep.
But to get that money out of them, plus a sell-on clause, knowing they're probably going to sell them to Saudi in a year. Incredible deal, absolutely amazing. So that's paid for most of this stuff. It's the guy. I mean, right now he's batting. What do they call it? Batting six or whatever it is.
Oh, months. me and Eds were talking about that. But as if Mont will not come to your channel, I mean, he goes to other people's channel, but he won't come to a channel that will hold him accountable. So explain yourself, because all they do on his channel is banter. They don't explain anything they say. They just say it.
Yeah.
You know, if you hold them accountable, then they'll be like, "Now explain yourself. I know you know football. Explain yourself." But yeah, Frank, I know what you're trying to do, man. Don't say the trouble. Don't disrespect us. Don't disrespect us. We're going for the quad. RSPK us, man. We're going for the quad. And by the way, Frank is a Chelsea fan. Big shout out to Frank. Yeah, you know, he's a Chelsea fan. What do you think about us getting your former player who's got about to win a couple of trophies with us?
Anyway, on the if I may,
yeah, go ahead, please.
I understand on Gay specifically. He's a club captain. Sometimes we shouldn't forget that.
Yeah,
Palace are unwilling to let him go. The only reason they are selling him is because he's told them that he wants to move on. So they are not just going to roll over. They are not just going to roll over and just allow you to just come and pick him. They would want to try and delay as much as possible to see if they can convince him to stay, to renew. So it's not like sometimes people expect these deal makers to do magic, especially the players are not our players. They are players of other teams. And if the teams want to hold on, they want to hold on to the players. There is absolutely nothing Richard Hughes can do. When Richard Hughes came in last season, I was a little worried because I listened to interviews where people were calling him a very tough negotiator. It could be difficult. Hughes, yes.
Yeah.
He's a very tough negotiator. I mean,
Mhm.
I listened to other interviews where people had been in the rooms to negotiate
Yeah.
with him, and they said he
Mhm.
was a very tough negotiator. So I was a little bit worried from the beginning, thinking that, okay, if he's that tough and he's going to be strong-headed, we might probably not get the players that
We
we
want.
want.
Mhm.
But the season started, Frimpong, Vets, and I
Mhm.
said, wow. I mean, this guy is delivering, and
Yeah.
he's not shopping the low hanging fruits. I mean, he's shopping from the top
Big.
shelf,
Yeah.
top draw signings.
Mhm.
So what else should he do? The Isak signing, Newcastle didn't have a replacement,
Mhm.
so they couldn't just roll over, and they actually didn't want to sell him.
They tried.
And period. Yes, the worst they can do, or they can actually decide that, okay, we are still keeping him and we are not selling him, even if he won't play. We are keeping
Yeah.
him. We'll pay him.
Yeah.
Pay him and keep him on the bench.
Mhm.
How is that Richard Hughes' fault?
Now people won't get that.
That is not Richard Hughes' fault. The player does not belong to Liverpool.
Mhm.
So we have to wait until they are willing
Mm.
to release the player before we can buy the player.
Yeah.
Personally, how many times have we even shopped at the top shelf? How
We
many times
we
now
build a
Liverpool?
shelf. We build a shelf. That's what we used to do.
Exactly. Exactly. So that guy is shopping on the top draw signings,
Yeah.
and we break the transfer record not once, English
Mhm.
transfer record not once, twice in the same
Twice.
window, and people will still go at him, have a go at him. Oh, now guys,
He didn't
let's
get.
just be fair. Let's just be fair. Let's
Uh-huh.
just be fair.
Uh,
And he's future proofing. I mean, the signings are strategic, both for the now and the nearest future.
mhm.
They are being strategic, and I'm
Oh yeah,
quite
yeah.
happy.
They're building for
The
beyond
dynasty.
Salah, Virgil, and Allison. You know, Kirkers. Like I was talking about Kirkers yesterday. Kirkers reminded me of Robo when
Yeah.
Robo first came to Liverpool. When but this is a more controlled. You could see he's learning. Kirkers is learning the way, and people are like, "Oh, he played well yesterday." And I'm like, "That's exactly how he played against Newcastle. The only difference is he got dunked on at Newcastle. He's taking him 3 games, and he's slowly picking up, and he's learning quicker than. Remember, it took Fabinho almost 3 months to learn Klopp's tactics. Alberto Moreno had to get injured before Robo saw the lighter day.
Exactly. I was about to say the same thing.
You know?
I was about to say the same thing. When we bashed Moreno the previous season, but when we signed Robo was coming from the bench.
You know
We
what I
should
mean?
just learn to be a bit patient with these guys. And also, Kerkers is a different team.
Mhm.
Bournemouth, they play attacking football, but they don't play a
Yeah.
high line. So he's still adapting to the high line system. Even
Yeah.
though Bournemouth are an attacking team, but they don't play a high line. So anytime you are floating the ball towards Bournemouth half, they are all at the back. They are not like at the center line, almost at the center line, where he has to now be so much aware of his position
Mhm.
and who runs in behind him. He's still adapting. And you could see he's good on the ball, he's quick, he's recovering well. And when he actually needs to make a hard tackle, he makes the hard tackle.
Yeah, he's aggressive.
Yes, he's aggressive. That's the right word. He's okay. So I don't see anything actually wrong with that signing. Yes, he didn't even have a bad game overall in the Newcastle game.
No.
It was just that the mistake he made was unforgivable. That is why people are trying to turn on his back.
Same thing. What's the name? Kelleher did the last year when we went to Newcastle. He played well until that last minute.
He dropped that last ball. So,
by the way, what's the name? Expression is saying that the EPL should end the league now because he said Isak to Liverpool, Magehi next, end the league now.
also rival fans also sometimes think that they can put pressure on us to say
they telling us you got to win everything. That's
treble,
why Frank.
Treble and whatever.
That's why
without
Frank
these signings. Without these signings, we told ourselves that we're going for the quadruple.
We're going for the quad anyway. Every year is a quad.
Without these signings, so you are not the guys to come and put the pressure on us.
That's what Frank. That's what Frank is trying to do, man. Trying to put the pressure on us. Is it going to be a trouble?
Back our own team.
Don't
without the signings, we back our own team for quadruple.
You know what I mean? Don't disrespect us. It's the quad. We don't do trebles. We do quads. All right. Respect us, people, please. The trebles are a thing of the past. We do quads. But before we get out of here, Irishman, what do you think if there should be any surprise? Do you think we need something now or just hold what we have and wait till January?
What today? God no. Oh man, if someone is saying about Rogers,
Yeah.
insane, absolutely crazy. I think Morgan
Somebody
Rogers.
kick this guy out of the chat room, please. He said quad will never be done. Nonsense. Please,
Yeah,
Irishman.
Rogers will be. It was a line that was being floated. Elliott was going to leave, and we were going to get Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Never
Because
say never in football. Never
Elliot
say
is
never,
leaving,
but
right?
he's gone pretty much. I don't know if it's 100% completed, but he's pretty much gone to Villa with
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
an obligation. I
Fabrizio
believe it
tweeted it.
is.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's a year loan, but it's an obligation. I'm not sure it's
Mm-hmm.
obligation or option. I think it's obligation to buy him
It
for
was
35
obligation.
million.
Mm-hmm.
Obligation. Okay, so he's gone basically. He's
Yeah.
basically joined Villa then. So great move, right price. I think. And again, he's someone that people are kind of tying prices to other deals. He's someone who I think that's fine. That's fine for Harvey. It's about not standing in his way
Mm-hmm.
because I said like he is 22 now. He seems older because he's been around a long time,
Yeah.
but he spent all last season basically sat on our bench. And it's things aren't going to really improve for him that much next season. So you take 2 years at the age of 22, 23, when you really should be progressing and learning and playing,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's at a club like Liverpool, but you're basically just sat on the bench, that's going to kill you. I
Mm-hmm.
said if I was in his family or if there was any advisor to him, I'd say move. You've lived the dream at Liverpool. You've won trophies at Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you didn't get to live the ultimate dream and become their Iniesta and play there for 12 years. Okay, but most kids would cut their arm off to be in his position,
Mm-hmm.
So go and play, go and show the world how good you are. Go and play somewhere where you're going to be the number
That's what I
10,
said.
play every week, and make something of your career and prove us wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Prove us wrong. To sell you all that kind of stuff. But just go and do it. Um, so could you replace him? I don't know because where we playing him anyway? I don't know. So I could maybe
Mm-hmm.
very, very highly on. I mean, Fafana's injured now, so we can scratch that one. Um, I think got injured in game against Marseille. No, no, I think that's us for now. I mean, and it is still. Let's just think about this for a second because we
Mm-hmm.
forget Mamardashvili came in. We
Mm-hmm.
brought in an unbelievable second choice goalkeeper, top.
Mm-hmm.
He just joined. Frimpong, Carquez,
Mm-hmm.
Verts, Ekatike, Isak. Just a complete another a Gage and Leone. It's just the best young. Just picked up the best young centre half in Italy in the space of about 2 just because we were
People
fancying
forget
football.
about
We
him.
were bored, so we went shopping in Italy. We picked up this young centre half. Just
Yeah.
the deal that every club wanted. Every
Mm-hmm.
club in Italy wanted that kid. Juve,
Yep.
Milan, they all wanted him, and we just went, yeah, we'll take him.
You'll take
We'll
him.
do that.
And he
Done.
said, I
Deal
want to
done for
come
one
to
of the highest
Liverpool.
prospects. Incredible.
Yeah.
Phenomenal business across the park.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we've got people who can do it. So then next year you bring in hopefully that proper deep line playmaker quarterback
Mm-hmm.
guy
Yeah.
and a replacement for Salah maybe because I mean you guys, yeah, it might be Salah's last.
I
It
think
might
it's
be. I
last
wouldn't
year.
be.
I
Maybe
think
we
it's
do sell him with a year left. Maybe we do.
yeah. Um I Isak, I say Isak. Nia, I want to go left on the next question.
All right.
Eric Ten Hag have been sacked after 2 games.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Crystal Palace, I think Crystal Palace Glasner probably have given his word that he's staying. I think that was the reason why there was a holdup. But I think there was no holdup. The deal was already done. Glasner was trying his best to keep him. But we know Parrish was like, nah, we're not going to lose 35 million pounds for nothing. That makes no sense. Eric Ten
In fact,
Man,
Eric Ten Hag.
Carl, I sent the link to Carl and he didn't show up. Irishman Carl was saying, I feel sorry for players who goes to Manchester United. We're like, what? He's like, yeah, everybody who goes there, Manchester United, player or manager, becomes useless. The man, yeah, can you believe somebody said that? When he comes to your channel, make sure you hold him accountable. Like everything
I'm
had
not sure
2
he
games.
gets the game. I'm not sure he gets what game we're in here, cause that's not how it works. That is not how that shit works. Sympathy for Manchester United.
Yeah,
That's in shorter supply than water in the
brother,
desert, man. That ain't there ain't none of that out there. Sorry. I listened to him for 20 years as a kid.
yeah.
I grew up my whole childhood growing up with Manchester United fans telling me how bad Liverpool were, how they're the best thing of all time, blah blah
Mhm.
blah. Spent my whole time as a Liverpool fan in the 90s and the 2000s, man, having to
Mhm.
listen to Man United fans, been told how crap you are, trash you are. You shouldn't even bother trying to come back. You're never going to come back. You should just give up. All of that, man. They're winning trebles, Alex Ferguson, the whole lot. There's zero sympathy for anything that goes on at Manchester United.
And maybe this is something. This is the reason why he's feeling this way, right? Let me show you. This is actually interesting. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Jose Mourinho, and everything have all been sacked in the space of 4 days.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Oh,
two boys lost their jobs in Turkey, yeah, because they
yep.
failed. They both failed in the Champions League qualifying.
Mm-hmm.
Jose with Fenerbahce and Oli with Besiktas, they both failed to qualify for Champions League and instantly got sacked.
It's
It's harsh business.
it's harsh business.
Harsh
That's why
business.
we're trying to tell the Liverpool fans. Yeah, sentiment can go this much. Yeah, it's nice when you have
Anyway,
somebody that will rouse your emotions up. But at the end of the day, when the emotion goes away, what else you have? Nee,
my
take
own
over.
take is that my own take is that okay, on the Avieliot bit, I'll say something a little on the Avieliot bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think Avieliot needs a team that has some physical players around him for him to
Yeah.
operate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, slot plays in a way that all the midfielders, we don't have a typical breaker or destroyer,
Right.
but each one has to put in a shift. And
Mm-hmm.
Harvey Elliott is unable to do that. When he goes to Aston Villa, there is, I think, Boubacar Kamara and this tall guy who was from Everton. What's his
Mm-hmm.
name?
Onana.
They would, Onana, they will do the dirty work for him.
John
So I think,
McGinn. John McGinn is there.
Mm-hmm.
He's a hard
yeah,
worker.
he has a lot of hard workers around him, destroyers and breakers for him to operate. And I think it's fair. I acknowledge that he loves Liverpool so much, but he needs to also develop. He
Mm-hmm.
loves Liverpool so much that he doesn't want to even leave, but he needs to develop for his own sake. I don't know if we have a buyback clause. Nobody knows. Maybe in the near future we might have a different coach that plays a different way, and we might need him.
Mm.
But if he sits on the bench, he will not develop into the player that I want him to be. Now on the Eric Ten Hag bit, I don't feel sorry for him. Carl, wherever you are, I don't feel sorry for him. Also, we have a buyback clause on Kwanzaa, right?
Yep.
So I need Kwanzaa to be under a better manager to develop, so that when the time comes for us to go and pluck him back, he would have developed well, and not under Eric Ten Hag, who's playing a whole lot of soak the pressure, counter, and inshallah. I mean, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. I mean, I don't even know what to say.
2
I
games.
don't even know what to say. But the mere fact that once you associate yourself with United, I don't have any sympathy for you, and I believe it's vice versa.
You
Carl
signed a deal
thinks
with
that-
the devil.
yes, Carl thinks that if we are still 30 plus years and counting, United fans will feel sorry for us. No way. No way. Nothing gives me
They'll be
joy.
dancing on our graves. That's what they will do.
Nothing gives me joy. All these Arsenal people and whatever, I don't care about them. Then they are banter. United. Once if United's necks are being pressed, it gives me a lot of
Yeah,
joy.
I'll be on a desert and I have no water. I'm still not taking their water. Oh man, thank you so much, gentlemen, for showing up and helping me out. Thank you, everybody who's in the chat. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Go on Anfield Irishman's channel. Excuse me. I think you have a show coming up today, sir. Did he disappear? Irishman? Irishman? He's gonna go pluck that car. Big up to all of you guys, man. Thank you so much for coming through. We appreciate every single one of you guys. I think Irishman has a show coming up. He just fell off. Carl, Nee, thank you so much again. Appreciate you coming in and helping me out. I needed your enthusiasm on this one because I was gonna act a fool. Rasta Crab came in with his hands up, said, please forgive me. No, Rasta, we're gonna get you later. It's not over yet. It's gonna be a season-long lashes. Big up yourself, Red. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Don't forget the notification bell. Also, please, if you disagree or agree, put it in a comment. We just ask that you are respectful. Get the likes up, people. Remember, a road to 1,000 is full in effect. Produced by Anfield Irishman. Right now, I'm at 99.5%. I don't know how many chicken wings that is for me to eat with those hot sauce, but my sauces have been saucing. I told people, I gave you a list of players that were coming to Liverpool at the beginning of the summer. Go back and watch all my shows, and I told you all man them are coming. The only one that I wasn't expecting is Leone, and that was because one of my subscriber told me about him, and I wrote it down. I know the camera doesn't show it. I am leaving this thing. I wrote it down, and I say I'm going to do my research. And guess what? Leone became a Liverpool player. So, yeah, man, we'll be here all season. We'll talk about the football. I know after today, transfer is over for now, and we'll just talk football. So we will try not to bore you too much because here we don't talk foolish banter. You have to make sense. So we'll do our best to make sure that the show is still exciting. And Liverpool is just going to keep winning. So it'll make everything much, much easier for us. All right. So, Nee, do you have anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Oh, thanks for having me. But all I'll say is that they should strap in for a ride because we are not just here to play. We are here to dominate.
Yes, that's the word.
We are here to dominate.
That's the word.
Those of us who are negative, we are having this negative feeling and all that. It's one family. We can come, we can banter and all that. But at the end of the day, we should know that we are not here to joke.
Nope.
We are not here to joke. So, Charlie, strap in and buckle up. It's going to be an interesting and an exciting ride. My whole life, I'm almost 40 years. My whole life, I've never seen Liverpool at the top. I've never seen Liverpool at the top. When we won the previous one, they said it was a COVID one. I was in several chat. They said, we should show 2 trophies except COVID. We should even show 1 more.
Yeah.
Because the COVID one is an anomaly. Now we've added 1 more. Now they say we should show 3. Now, this
the rival that is the nerve of them to tell us, we the royalty people, to show them what we got. What do you got?
So let's just say we are in for a ride. We are throwing away all the old titles. Now we are starting from the Premier League era. This is the beginning. They should wait for us. We'll be stacking the trophies from now going because United are dead. As for the rest, I don't even see them. Pep Guardiola, when he finishes his
man,
contract,
I think the next show we need to talk about City because they were so poor, man. Brighton, like literally, Brighton played like Liverpool yesterday, where it felt like they were going to lose. They were a goal down. And then the manager did 4 substitutions that I have never seen before. 4 players coming in the official match. In preseason, yes, you could see 11 substitution comes in. But he brought in 4 players and they changed the game. And this is the reason why I'm telling people the importance of having a player like Baliba in your team. Redknapp could not. I can't mention his name. Wasn't Redknapp, the guy City have, who everybody say, oh, he's the best player after 1 game against Wolves. Baliba run him. Run him ragged. The boy could not catch up.
Tijani Reinders.
Him. Tijani. Now look at. That's why I'm saying athleticism. Sometimes if you have athleticism, it takes a lot of problem. Like you guys said about Elliot, he has the skill, but he doesn't have the athleticism. And if you have a Baliba around, what's the name, Elliot, he knows that okay, I can make a mistake and somebody will help me out. And in Liverpool, he can't do that because if he makes a mistake, he better track back to come rectify that mistake. And yesterday, City, that midfield, like within a minute of 30 minutes, they were run out of the Amex Stadium. Man, when was the last time you saw City scoring 1? And Charlie, Yeah, buckle up, people. Buckle up because there's a new powerhouse in town, and his name is Mr. Annie Slot. And he is not taking no prisoners.
Exactly.
All right.
Thanks for having me, man.
No, thank you for coming, man. I appreciate you. Big up to all of you guys who joined us today, man. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button, hit the like, get the likes up. And I told you guys, yeah, Isak, he's here. He's here. Newcastle fans who are coming at me. Now what? Okay. Big up to everybody. Crazy Bowl. Peace.